Hi. So I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to start with this, and it's going to be a shock, but I'm going to say it. If you are close to resigning from your job or retiring so that you can collect your Social Security, if you can, stay right where you are. Don't do it yet, if you can. I'm sure that some of you know this, probably all of you, but let's find out that since there's been a new administration that's taken over, there have been a whole lot of changes, and there's going to be a whole lot more coming. The latest one, which is really going to affect all of us in some way, shape, or form, is that on Friday, one of the top officials for got my little thing here, the top treasury official. So there were three guys who basically were the ones who ran the computers, all the payment systems. So this is people who collected Social Security, people who worked for the government, people who contracted with the government, anybody who got paid any way, shape, or form. If you're in the military, these were the three guys who basically knew the system. They protected the system. They made sure all bills got paid. And Musk, who's not even an American citizen, by the way, and other people who now work for the current government decided they wanted access to it. They wanted to see everything. And so all of them left Friday. Two guys left early. One guy waited till the end of the day because he kept asking, what do you want to see? Why do you want to see it? And they wouldn't answer any of his questions, so he decided to leave. And after that, these government officials decided, okay, we're going in, we're going to find what we're looking for. And as of a couple of hours ago, they are in. They have access to everything. Now, I just talked about payments. They have all of our information. They know your name, they have your phone number, they have your address. They know your Social Security number. They know if you have Medicaid, if you're getting assistance in certain ways. Probably not all of it. And some states have things where they actually run it, so the federal government can't touch any of that, but a lot of states don't have that. So there you go. They're already talking about reducing, it's an easier word to say, reducing how much Social Security money you're going to be getting. They're looking at some of us and saying, you know, we think that we're going to raise the age of Social Security from 65, even though you can apply at 62 right now. They want to raise the age from 65 up to 69 or 70. That's a major change. Some people don't have that kind of luxury. I didn't have that kind of luxury. I was looking for employment for two and a half years before I finally found a part-time job. But I still collect Social Security. I need that to help everything else, because part-time job, unless they're paying me $100 an hour, and they're not, that's not going to cover everything. It's going to hurt a lot of people. And they're also looking at possibility of saying, if it's a husband and wife who are both on Social Security, we might reduce a certain amount for one of them. That's also unfair. So in other words, everything that you may have given to Social Security after a whole lifetime of working your job, you might not be getting what you're looking for. That's terrible. Now, we already know that they've been sending ICE and all these other kind of people all around the government. They're going after one of the generals who said this stuff of what happened during the first time that this particular administration was in the administration. They're going after him personally. They're going after military personnel. And they want to see if maybe they can take away any benefits that they're getting from the federal government that they earned, where they had all the stripes. Matter of fact, the guy who's now running that, the Defense Department, basically says that he wants to see if maybe they can demote him, this 4-star general. This guy who did all kinds of things for America, they're looking to see if they can demote him and all these other kind of things. They already took away his protection because in the position he was in, he's supposed to have lifetime protection. Gone. I don't know if they're going to try that with President Biden or Obama or any of the other former presidents or whatever. I don't know if they're going to do that, but we're in a bad way. And I'm talking about that because I'm looking at folks, since I mainly talked about healthcare on here, but it's going to affect a bunch of people. And, you know, farmers are in trouble because they've already, you know, said that we're going to cut down on illegal immigrants coming into the country. But even in the country where people are legitimate, they've gone, you know, they're registered as, you know, either out of the country or they've been in the country for years. Some of them have been in the country 15 to 20 years. You know, they go in and they help to, you know, do something with the crops and do all this other kind of stuff. They're looking to get rid of as many of them as possible. That means that our prices are going to go up. You know, we may not have enough of a whole bunch of things. And I don't know this one for sure. I've heard about it, but I don't buy eggs. So, you know, but they said the price of eggs is getting to a point where I guess a dozen eggs is getting close to $10 for a pack. I don't know how much eggs, you know, are supposed to cost, but I do remember that earlier in the year when I had to buy some eggs, you know, to make, you know, to use to make some kind of meal or whatever, I only paid like, you know, $1.50 for 4 eggs. And some people in the store said, oh my God, that's high. Well, it's a much higher than that now. You know, there was a study or something that someone put together saying that the 500 richest people in the United States basically have more money than all of the rest of us combined. I've never been against anybody being rich, but do the rich need tax breaks more than the rest of us? I don't think so. But I just wanted to kind of put this out there. If you're worried, you need to be. If you're not paying any attention, at least go to something like maybe CNN or MSNBC, you know, their websites, just to see what the headlines are, just to stay tuned to what's going on. And, you know, maybe you voted for the guy who's now there in office, but he's coming after you too. He's going after what the, you know, they call the DEI. And a lot of people who have always said, well, the minority is getting too much. Women, y'all are part of the DEI. You know, there was this plane crash and it killed all these figure skaters a few days ago. And the guy got on TV, I guess. And I don't have TV, but I read the paper or read something online. And he said, well, this was a DEI hire. One of the pilots happened to be a female, not black, not Hispanic, a female. And they're looking to end that. Think about that. There's more women in the country than men, and they're going after you as much as they're going after everybody else. I don't want to say I told you so. And I did tell you so, but I told it on my other channel. So y'all have never heard this, but it's going to be scary. Things are going to change. And we're probably going to have to wait until, unless someone tries to change some rules, 2026 to see if we can flip some of this stuff. But let me know your opinion. If you think you're safe, if you think you feel good, everything's going to go your way, perfect. I don't have tons to worry about. I have some to worry about. But I've got some certain things because of my age that I'm grandfathered into. And like I said, unless they're able to, you know, pass those things and change some of that up, I'm at least somewhat protected now. But for those of you who are getting close to it or whatever, think about it. Read up on it. Go on Google or who else is there? DuckDuckGo or any search engine. Just look it up. I'm not making this up. Y'all will find out. Anyway, my name is Mitch Mitchell. Whew. in some way, we're all in the same boat together because we ain't rich. Let's see how it goes. I wish everybody the best. See y'all later.